What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mike. Today I got weekly reads, and check it out. This is what I read for the week. We're gonna keep it moving, keep it nice, quick, and simple. 59 issues, pretty good. A lot of it Chainsaw Man trying to catch up for Volume 9. But I got 2 physical items, 1 digital, and let's check out what I got. Alright, guys, let's start off with Beastars Volume Number 1, a fun little manga. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts in a nutshell and show you some of the artwork. Now, if you never read this manga, there's some segregation that takes place. Meat eaters gotta live with the meat eaters, plant eaters live with the plant eaters. You guys get the idea. But during school hours, they're allowed to intermingle and hang out with one another. And after school, once again, they have to go their separate ways. Now, this manga takes place at Cherryton Academy. I don't know if it's a performing arts school, but it revolves around a drama club. And that's pretty much what the manga is about, right? This drama club. And it starts off with this alpaca. His name's Tim, T-E-M. He's murdered and killed by one of his fellow classmates. We kind of see a shadow of who did it. It does kind of look like Legoshi right here. Nobody really knows, but he's a school weirdo, and he's a meat eater. So everyone's blaming the weirdo that eats meat. He's the suspect, right? Everyone's blaming this guy. Who knows if it's true? Hopefully we find out whether or not it really was him. And all the other animals right now, they're afraid of the meat eaters because they feel like they're going to snap and start eating them. So they're pretty worried. So during school hours, they're segregated as well. Like at the cafeteria, you got one side filled with meat eaters, the other side with plant eaters, and yeah, just, you know, there's a high tension right now at the school. But you also have the normal high school drama. You got people wanting certain parts in the dramas. You have people willing to injure others to take their spots. You have this rabbit, her name is Sally. She's a school slut, and one day she ends up ripping Legoshi's pants down. He pushes her away. She kind of freaks out. She's like, no one's ever turned me down. In her head, she's thinking like, what's wrong with this dude? She's also in trouble right now from sleeping with one of the rabbit's boyfriend, right? So she slept with this dude. Now everyone's pretty pissed off at her for doing that. So once again, she's the school slut. And yeah, so you have this normal slice of life type of book, but it has animals. I really enjoyed it. And as I mentioned, I got some volumes coming. So yeah, that's what it's about. Now let me show you some of the artwork, and we'll keep it moving. We're going to start off right here. This is when the school, or the fellow drama team, finds out about their friend being killed and murdered. Let's go forward just a little bit more. We have Legoshi talking to this guy. I believe they're talking about their classmate being killed. Right here we have Legoshi. He's guarding this building. The drama team, he's the leader. He's like a deer. And he's inside. He's practicing because they have a big drama coming up. He's not allowed to be there late at night, so Legoshi's watching his back and making sure no one's going to go in there and end up finding out about him, you know, being inside. The rabbit right there, she's Sally, right? She's being shunned, like I mentioned. She slept with one of the rabbit's boyfriends, so she's outside eating lunch by herself because everyone's pissed off at her for being the school slut. Here is the deer guy. He's, like I said, he's practicing inside. He injures himself. Now everyone's pretty worried because they don't know if he's going to be able to perform at the big high school drama and coming up in the next few weeks. So that's Beastars for you guys in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys pick it up because I really enjoyed it. Now let me show you what I got right here. It's a pretty big book, so let's get on into it. Up next, we got this big bad boy right here. This is 6-Gun Gunslinger Edition. I took off the dust jacket really quick just because I didn't want to get messed up. But let me show it to you guys because it's a pretty cool dust jacket. Right here is the bad guys of the book. And this is their leader, General Oleander, right? He's the bad guy. He wants his 6 guns back. Let me put that down real quick. Now, if you've never read it, the story's pretty simple. There's these 6 guns. Each one has a special ability. One is you don't have to use bullets. You pull the trigger and a bullet comes flying out. But they also have special abilities. Like one of them shoots fire. The other one, I think if the bullet hits you, you turn into stone or something like that. And then the last one is whoever owns the gun pretty much is attached to you. So if I own the gun, I drop it, you can't go pick it up because it'll shock you. The only way you can take it from me is if I'm dead. So once I die, the next person that touches it, that's who it's attached to until they die. So that's what's kind of going on with these guns. But the big thing is that there's this vault. A lot of people think this vault has riches in it, but it does not. Once you get all 6 guns, you put it on the lid because there's a cutout for each gun. It unlocks and it unleashes Doomsday. Whoever unlocks this vault gets to choose how the world comes back. So for the general, he's probably going to want something bad, you know, where people got to obey him and stuff like that. If it was me, I probably want like a nice world. That's the type of world I would get. So that's what's special about these guns. And yeah, so you have these bad guys trying to go after the good guys that have 5 of the 6 guns. It's Becky and the guy by the name of Sinclair. They have 5 of the 6 guns. The general's after them, and basically they're trying to keep the guns away from the general because they know he wants to do something bad. Pretty simple story. I really like it. And let me show you some of the artwork because it's pretty nice and pretty darn cool. Check it out. Right here we have this lady right here. You see, she's the general's wife, and she owns one of the guns. The guy with the top hat right there in the middle. He's a good guy, and he's gonna end up keeping the girl Becky in the Sinclair safe. Here we go. We have Sinclair and Becky. They're taking off. And we got some action right here. We got the general just trying to get his guns back. And there's this big creature. They entered like, I believe it was like Native American type of land. And there's like this curse, whoever goes on there will get attacked. Right there, that's called the pit. That's where the vault is. And if they had 6 guns, they could go in there and unlock it if they had all 6. Which they don't. They're missing one. This is the general. He knows they're at the pit. He shows up and there's a big battle because he's trying to take his guns back. I'll show you another page or two and we'll wrap it up. I don't really remember what's going on right here. I think this is Sinclair going to see this one guy who lives in a swamp. Right here we have Becky. It looks like she just did her business. We don't want to talk about that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the story's about. These 6 guns that have some special abilities and have the capability of unlocking Doomsday. And the bad guys want their guns back to, do some horrible stuff. So that's that for the physical stuff. Now let's move on to the one digital comic that I want to talk about. Lastly, we have Peacemaker, the one-shot by Garth Ennis, and I really enjoyed it. But I do gotta let you guys know, like myself, I kind of knew Peacemaker from the movie, Suicide Squad, and obviously the TV show. You're not gonna get that here. There's no jokes. There's nothing funny about this issue. It is straight killing and murder throughout this whole one-shot. Pretty crazy. Well, it starts off with this story of when he was a child. One day after school, he goes home. He finds his family dead. It was a murder-suicide. The parents end up killing his siblings in a horrible fashion. You gotta read it to find out some crazy stuff. They end up killing themselves. Shortly after that, he's adopted by a family. They were abusive. And one day, this couple you see right here, these crazy-ass people, they rob a bank. And once they escape, they end up taking this car. Peacemaker was in the back seat. They end up finding him. But he kind of sticks around. He ends up living with them for a little bit, which is kind of weird. But I guess for him, he said it was better because he wasn't being like abused and stuff like that. And one day, though, the police end up finding out where they are. They end up burning to death in this car. And Peacemaker just watches as they burn to death. They're like yelling for him to help him. He doesn't care. He doesn't help. Shortly after that, 7 years later, actually, he joins the military. And once again, there's a bunch of murder that takes place around him. Throughout the one shot, we end up finding out what happens and why he ends up killing some of his fellow soldiers. So it's a pretty good one shot. I suggest you guys pick it up. But it's nothing like the the show or the movie. So just wanted to let you guys know that real quick. But yeah, pick it up because I did enjoy it. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Like, subscribe, share, do all that cool stuff. We greatly appreciate it. Peace out, people. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of this format. And yeah, just, give me some feedback. Peace out, guys.